So, hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and this is Creating Crafts with Jenny. So a while back I ordered 4 paint by numbers from Temu. And I did a show, and I think I opened 3 of them. I don't know that I did the 4th one. I may have done it separately. And as you guys know, Temu themselves they don't make paint by numbers. Companies come to them and then they sell the paint by numbers through Temu as a whole, like a middleman. But I was surprised when the paint by numbers showed up that they were in the boxes of the paint by Leidea's. And the interesting thing was I had never heard of this company. So I was kind of surprised to see that 4 different companies out of Temu sent me 4 boxes of paint by numbers in paint by Leidea boxes. So that was kind of weird. And I opened them and went through what was in the box and that sort of thing. So I did, at that point, I went on the Paint by Leidea website, and I'd heard some people on Facebook, because like I said, I've said this in a couple of my videos. I'm on several paint by number groups on Facebook where we talk about how to get started on paint by numbers and stuff like that, and issues with paint by numbers. And so people had talked about this around Christmas time, that they had bought some of these. So I went onto their website to see if I could find some of the prints that I had purchased, and I didn't find them. I was like, well, okay. So I went ahead and a couple weeks ago, I went ahead and went on their website and bought a couple of them just to see what I would get if I bought directly from them. So I'm going to show you, I've got cameras down here, what I received going directly to Paint by Leidea. So cameras are trying to focus here. Let me get this out of the box. Talk about it. Okay. So, sure, some brightly colored paints there. Obviously, when they come in boxes, they are not folded up, so that's always a good thing. Let's go to the side here. So that's pretty. So they look very similar to what I received from the companies that was on Temu. They have the same print up here where it said the 24 colors, and so that looks very, very similar to what I seen from those companies. And like I said, I don't know where they got their prints. I don't know if they were maybe some that they couldn't sell. I don't know. I don't get into the politics of paint by number. I'm sure there's some out there. I will show pictures of what they look like, because they're kind of hard to see down here what they look like. And let's see, they sent, oh, here. Yeah, this looks just like the ones that I received from Temu. I can tell you that the ones on Temu weren't nearly as expensive as these. I will share that with you. So here's a picture of one of them. And I'll show you. There's that one. And here's the one I just showed you. There's this one. There's 24 colors in this one. And here's the paints. They do have the little holders. You do see some air bubbles, but hopefully that's okay. This one aside. They're colorful, I will say that. this one. Let's see if this is the right one. No. They're all kind of beachy scenes. I thought that would be kind of cool to do. Make sure I don't mix up my paints. This is a wine glass. And that's these paints here. Yeah, let's go with this one. So there's those paints. So there's that. Keep these together. And like I said, when I was doing the ones from Temu, they didn't really have a good numbering system. And I'm seeing the same thing with these too. And you guys I always try to put some type of numbering system where I see something that correlates with this and their paint, because I don't store my paints and my my canvases together. I separate them. So I guess I'll have to come up with a numbering system for these guys, which is no big deal. I can do that. And then there's the last one. This is, like I said, they're very beach-like scenes, and I think they were having some special that they were running. And here's the paint that goes with this one. They're very colorful. So there's that. So I was just curious. So I bought 3 of them directly from Paint by Leidea. And so I was just curious to see if they were any different. They did send some paint brushes. They're similar, and some, of course, they always send, a lot of companies send little holder if you want to hang your paints. They send little holder things on how to hang them on the walls. But they look very similar to the ones that I received from Temu. But I didn't spend nearly the amount of money that I spent directly on Temu or with Leidea. So, you know, maybe we'll have to pit them against each other and see how they do. Yeah. So I honestly don't know. So yeah. So they're very almost identical to the ones that I received from Temu in regards to, and the box looks identical, almost identical. I'd have to look. I still have the boxes in the other room, but they look very similar. So there you have it. So I was just curious if they would be slightly different or similar. I have to go back and look at my videos, but I think they're very similar. Alright, so there's that. So these are Paint by Leidea, directly from Leidea. So yeah, so there you have it. Alright, so yeah, we'll probably get painting on these one of these days, and so there's that. Alright, so I'm going to get off here and do some stuff with the family, and what I always tell you guys, go out there, be absolutely awesome, do your thing, and I'll see you in my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.